Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kwakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect of Israel. To you all, say Shalom. It's your brother Mayak Allah from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Lord willing, through the Spirit, this lesson is going to be about self-control. Because self-control isn't something easily obtained, man. And it's difficult because of the flesh, man. That's why I make self-control so hard. In the kingdom, in our new bodies, self-control will be ingrained into us, man. But because of the flesh, man, it makes self-control difficult, man. Because the flesh wants to do everything contrary to the spirit. If you go to Matthew 26, real quick. Straight to the point, Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Right. The spirit doesn't want you to fall into temptation. Because you falling into temptation is because of your flesh, man. Your flesh, your spirit's gonna have to deal with it more than your flesh does, man. But I like this picture here because this picture shows 5 things that you need to obtain self-control. Really, and it says balance, calmness, determination, confidence, and willpower. And balance is key for self-control, because if you're able to balance things out, it'll help you really control yourself better, control your urges better. Like, for instance, one of my urges is candy and sweets. I gotta have something sweet. But if I balance it out and say, you know what, I can limit myself to 2 pieces of candy. If I do such and such and such, balance it out. Don't make it overload where I eat 30 pieces of candy. And then my ass ends up getting sick, man. Alright, so really, balance is a key component to self-control. Alright? Because, some things are hard to quit cold turkey. But things that are detrimental to you, things that will cost you your life, have to be quit cold turkey, man. Things like smoking, eating defiled foods, that has to be quit cold turkey. Even though I know it's tough, because there's a certain demon on the foods, man. There's demons on the shit that people are addicted to doing. Addictions comes from demons, but it also comes from not ruling over your flesh. All right, with self-control. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is His delight. And really, that really goes more into judgment, or you weigh having respect of persons. You can't respect one person greater than the other. So even in judgment, you gotta be balanced, man. Balance is a key component to self control. Calmness too. Calmness is a huge component of self control, man. Cause you can't let anybody and everybody knock you off your pivot. If somebody says something to you and you just jump out of character, for any time, you gotta be able to rule over your spirit. That's why Scripture talks about not traveling or keeping companionship with an angry man, man, because he's gonna get into some shit that's gonna cost both of y'all lives, man. I used to hang with a dude, a Jake in the world, an Ephraimite, and he was an angry man. But every night he used to go out. 80% chance he would end up in a fight, and 40% chance he's pulling out his gun, man. I don't know where dude at now. I think he moved out of town, but at the same time, if I kept companionship with that nigga, I'd probably be dead or in jail, right? But this is Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. Right? Calmness goes into ruling your spirit, man. Ruling your spirit, so you keep calm, you keep your head, you keep level in any situation, and really leaning on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, will help keep you calm too. When you realize that anybody coming against you or anybody trying to, rile you up, it's really was really greenlit by Yahweh Hashem Shai. So the Lord sent him, man. So if you understand that everything and everything that happens, every interaction, every word that people say is really the Lord, man. That doesn't mean take everything that everybody says as doctrine. Of course, you always gotta still prove all things, but it's really the Lord testing you, man. Because the Lord's gonna try His elect, man. You can't be part of the elect and not go through trials, man. But the our main component of overcoming your trials is self control, man. Determination, determination too. If you focus on a singular idea, if you keep your eye single, man, that's gonna help you with self control too, man. Let me get that real quick. Man, so lucky. It's not typing. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for Salakia. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right. So your treasure really should be the kingdom of heaven, man. So your mind should be meditating on the things you should do, the behavior you should conduct to obtain mercy from the Lord to receive salvation, man. All right, Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? All right. Keep your eye single, man. Keep your eye on the prize, man. Really, you really do have to be a seer and open minded and a visionary in this truth. But you also have to be closed minded as well. You have to be one track minded too, man. Only focus on Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Only focus on the kingdom, man. Only focus on what He says, man. You can't listen to other philosophies, other doctrines. Right? You could basically hear it out so you can cut it, but not listen to it and hearken unto it, man. Right? Confidence is huge in self control, man. Because if you don't believe that you can obtain self control, you'll never get self control. If you say to yourself, "Oh, I can never overcome this demon," you'll never overcome that demon, man. Right? So you do need confidence, man. And again, leaning on Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna give you that confidence, man. When you have the confidence that the Lord is dealing with you, man, you can overcome anything, man. But you got the thing key is you truly gotta believe, man. You can't just say you believe. No, you truly gotta believe. This book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Right. A time of trouble, you gotta hasten, or you gotta get out of dodge. How fast can you move with a dislocated ankle, man? All right. Your ass not going anywhere, man. But that's likened to somebody with no confidence in a time of trouble. All right. Now, if you have no confidence in a time of trouble, all right, you're gonna lose self control. You're gonna try to put salvation into your own hands and try to do anything it'll take for you to save yourself, right? There's like a lot of people in the days that we're in. A lot of people are gonna take the charagma. They're gonna take that Revelation 13 and 16 in order to save themselves, man. Cause they lack confidence, man. They're gonna lose all self control and put their trust in Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and they're gonna put their trust in the enemy. Even though the scripture tells us never to trust our enemies, man. And a last component of self control is willpower, man. You You gotta wrestle the flesh, and you gotta conquer that flesh. It's like Jacob wrestled the angel, man. You gotta. It's a battle like that, man. Even if you gotta fight all night like Jacob did, man. You gotta battle, man. It's willpower, man. We go to the book of First Peter. First Peter chapter 4. First Peter 4:1. For as much then as Mashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. Right? Arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Like you gotta have that same mindset. Hey, the servant's not greater than the master. So Yahweh suffered in the flesh, the weeder more than likely is gonna have to suffer in the flesh. And when we have that mindset, you're gonna cease from sin because you're gonna realize you don't need to appease the flesh, to stop your suffering. That's what people do. People satisfy the flesh, not knowing that they're tormenting their spirit. All right. Verse 2, that he no longer should live the rest of his life in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. You living your life in the lust of your flesh, man. You're appeasing men. You're pleasing yourself. But you're not pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're not here to be servants to ourselves. We're here to minister and to be servants unto really the elect, but really unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But just like you should have respect for another man's wife, as far as respecting a relationship. Hey, we gotta respect also other members of the potential elect, because those are your Yahushai wives too, man. Let me jump over to the book real quick. Galatians chapter 5. Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are and they that are Mashiachs have crucified the flesh with affections and lust, man. All right, you crucified these evil feelings, man. These evil ways, man. You crucified the flesh. You crucified the flesh of really having temptation too, man. You got a wicked thought in your mind, across your mind. Hey, rebuke that shit, man. Because the flesh is our heart is desperately wicked, man. Our hearts are desperately wicked. Let me read this in the NLT if I can, Lord willing. Galatians 5:24 in the NLT. Those who belong to Mashiach Yahushai have nailed the passions and desires of their sinful nature to his cross and crucified them there. Right. Through the Spirit, that's what we got to do, man. We really got to abuse and rebuke ourselves for even having wicked thoughts, man. Not abuse ourselves, but like, damn, rebuke that demon that tries to tempt you, man. Resist the devil and he shall flee, man. Let me get one more. I'm going to close out, Lord willing. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right. Paul's basically saying he brings his body and his flesh under subjection. This way he doesn't preach and be considered a hypocrite by telling brothers not to do something or telling Jake not to do something when he's doing it himself. Paul wasn't a hypocrite, man. Paul is a perfect example of crucifying flesh, because when he was Saul, he was terrorizing the men of the Lord, man. He was terrorizing the doctrine. But now, as Paul, he he brought all that under subjection, man. But he kept the same zeal, but he guided it correctly, man. He wasn't out there killing people though, man. But you gotta bring that flesh under subjection, man. And that's what really self control is, man. Bringing the flesh into subjection, man. Basically making it your slave, man. You tell it what to do, all right? Because the scripture says that ye are gods, so we gotta have a godlike mind and godlike manner, conduct ourselves like gods, man, and tell our flesh that it really doesn't have power over us, even though it will attempt to, man. See, the flesh has power over niggas in the world, man, but we're above that, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. But I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Babal.